Hello, storytellers! Welcome to Delaware County District Library Storytime. I'm Miss Annie from the main branch, and I am so excited that you are here today. Now, my favorite song to sing before every story time is The More We Get Together. Let me teach you the sign language for some of the words. This is the sign language for more. This is the sign language for together, and this is the sign language for happier. Are you ready? Here we go. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Yay, good job. I know it's hard to be together right now, but if you think about it, it makes it much easier to remember to be kind to one another. That's what I love about that song. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the 5 senses. We're talking about hearing and seeing and smelling and tasting and touching. Parents and caregivers, if you can work with your child about using different words to describe thinking or hearing and smelling and tasting and touching, then that's going to help build their vocabulary, which is really something that we promote in story times and in the library in general. Okay, so let's do kind of a song about the 5 senses. Here we go. East, west, north, south. To eat or talk, you use your mouth. Good. To see an airplane that as it flies, you must open up your eyes. Good. If you want to feel rough sand, you must touch it with your hand. Good. If it's a bird you want to hear, you must open up your ears. Good. To smell a violet or a rose, you sniff the flower through your nose. Good. Yay, very good. So we talked about our mouth and our ears and our eyes and our hands and our nose. Good job. Okay, we have a couple of stories today. The first one I'm going to read is called Polar Bear, Polar Bear, What Do You Hear? By Bill Martin. Polar bear, what do you hear? I hear a lion roaring in my ear. Lion, what do you hear? I hear a hippopotamus snorting in my ear. Hippopotamus, what do you hear? I hear a flamingo fluting in my ear. Flamingo, what do you hear? I hear a zebra braying in my ear. Zebra, what do you hear? I hear a boa constrictor hissing in my ear. Boa constrictor, what do you hear? I hear an elephant trumpeting in my ear. Elephant, what do you hear? I hear a leopard snarling in my ear. Leopard, what do you hear? I hear a peacock yelping in my ear. Peacock, what do you hear? I hear a walrus bellowing in my ear. Walrus, what do you hear? I hear a zookeeper whistling in my ear. Zookeeper, what do you hear? I hear children growling like a polar bear, roaring like a lion, snorting like a hippopotamus, fluting like a flamingo, braying like a zebra, hissing like a boa constrictor, trumpeting like an elephant, snarling like a leopard, yelping like a peacock, bellowing like a walrus. That's what I hear. The end. Yay, very good. Isn't that a fun book? All right, the next one I'm gonna do is called Big Smelly Bear by Britta Teckentrup. Big Smelly Bear never washed. Big Smelly Bear never brushed. Big Smelly Bear never took a bath. Big Smelly Bear was followed by a big smelly stink wherever he went. Flies buzzed all around him, but they were the only ones that ever came close. When the animals in the forest got a whiff of Big Smelly Bear, they ran away as quickly as they could. None of this seemed to bother Big Smelly Bear, but sometimes he did think it would be nice to have a friend. Then, one morning, everything changed. Big Smelly Bear woke up with the most terrible itch. He tried to scratch his back with his paw, but he couldn't reach. He tried rolling on the ground in the dirt, but that didn't stop the itching either. Big Smelly Bear was itchier and dustier than ever. He tried scratching his back with a tree branch, but that made the itch even itchier. He tried rubbing his back against the trunk of an old tree, but that didn't help at all. I would scratch your back for you, said a voice from above, but you are much too smelly. Big Smelly Bear looked up and saw a big fluffy bear sitting in some branches. Big Fluffy Bear smiled at Big Smelly Bear. Why don't you take a bath? Asked Big Fluffy Bear. Then you wouldn't itch or smell. Because I don't need a bath, replied Big Smelly Bear. Yes, you do, said Big Fluffy Bear. No, I don't, said Big Smelly Bear. Yes, you do, growled Big Fluffy Bear. No, I don't, growled Big Smelly Bear. Yes, you do, cried Big Fluffy Bear. No, I do not, shouted Big Smelly Bear. Yes, you do, shouted Big Fluffy Bear, because you stink. Both big bears sat quietly for a moment. Then Big Smelly Bear sighed a big sigh. Oh, all right, he said, and he stomped off grumpily down the hill to the pond. When Big Smelly Bear got out of the pond, he shook the water from his big body. Big Fluffy Bear jumped down from the tree and sniffed. There, she said, that's much better. Now you smell all clean. And she scratched his back for him. The itch was gone. Big Smelly Bear sighed. "Thank you," he said. Then he gave Big Fluffy Bear's back a little scratch too. "I'm not going to take any more baths," said Big Smelly Bear. Big Fluffy Bear smiled, and the two big bears had a little bear hug. Big Smelly Bear liked Big Fluffy Bear very much, even though he said he would never bathe again. Sometimes, late at night, he would wander down to the big pond. And can you guess what he was doing? The end. What do you think he was doing? Do you think he was playing in the pond? Or do you think he was taking a bath? I think he was taking a bath. All right, very good. Okay, we're going to sing one of my favorite songs. It's called Sticky, Sticky Bubblegum. So the first thing I need you to do is unwrap your bubblegum. Stick it in your mouth. Can you taste the bubble? Can you taste the gum? Okay, take it out of your mouth and can you feel how sticky it is? Very good. Here we go. Sticky, 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 bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. Sticky, 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 bubble gum. Sticking our hands to our heads. Oh no! Are you ready? Stick! Stick, stick, sticky, bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. Sticky, stick, sticky, bubble gum. Sticking our hands to our mouths. Stick! Stick, stick, sticky, bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. Sticky, 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 bubble gum. Sticking our hands to our shoulders. Uh-oh. Are you ready? Stick! Sticky, 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 bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. Sticky, 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 bubble gum. Sticking our hands to our noses. Oh dear. Are you ready? Stick! Stick, stick, sticky, bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum. Stick, stick, sticky, bubble gum. Sticking our hands to our cheeks. Uh-oh. Are you ready? Stick! Yay! Good job! Oh, thank you for coming to Storytime today and being with me. I really look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, everyone.